Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're looking at a Robotech RPG Tactics box for the Glaug Command Zentradi Core Squadron. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing about half that right. Based on, of course, the Robotech TV series, anime series, cartoon, whatever it was. This is put out by Palladium Books, of course, who got the rights to the RPG a long time ago and are now doing a miniatures game. There's been a lot of controversy about this game. Apparently there were a lot of delays and a lot of enraged Kickstarter backers, so there's been a lot of drama surrounding it. I missed most of that, so I don't really know a whole lot about it. I'm sure if you spend 10 minutes online you'll find out, but I just don't care. So I'm more interested in how the game plays, that sort of thing. So I got these at a super cheap price with the rule book. From a dying store that was trying to liquidate a bunch of overstock. So, yeah, so this set includes one Glaug Officer's Battle Pod, one Quell Reconnaissance Battle Pod, one Quell Gulanu Recovery Pod, and game cards. So there's only 3 miniatures in here, and cards. These retail for around 25 to 30 bucks. I'm sure you can find them cheaper than that due to the controversy. So let's open this up and see what we got here. Palladium put out Rifts, which was a great RPG. So I'm a little disappointed to hear that there was some sort of problems with this game. I haven't read the rule book yet. I will be doing a product review as soon as I get a chance, which might be several videos down the line. I'm going to start doing product reviews on game books, that sort of thing. So be sure and watch for that if that's something you're interested in. I got a lot of content I have to produce for the show. So let's see what we've got in the box. These are of course not suitable for under 13 due to small parts and, you know, stuff like that. There's our bases. Oop, there's a big base. So you're getting... This is loose, so be sure and look for that. These are kind of neat because they've got a little plastic thing there that lets you be able to slide them around. I don't know if that's exactly the intention for it, but it's pretty cool that that's there, because usually trying to pick it up is a giant pain in the butt. So I like that. I wasn't super impressed with the Regault Battle Pods in a previous video, so be sure to check that out. We got a whole bunch of tiny decals. I'm not good with decals because I'm terrible at miniatures assembly, painting, pretty much every aspect of putting anything together. So I'm going to ignore these, but if you're into decals, there are a lot of them here. A lot of tiny ones for all kinds of super detailing that you could want. So that's kind of cool. The instruction sheet, yep, it's just a little diagram for each one. That's upside down, sorry. Not a lot of helpful instruction there, but they're not very complicated from what I could tell. It's pretty straightforward. There's not really any level of major detailing here, so it's just very militaristic, simple. If you're buying these for just display minis or you want to do a lot of painting, this is not it. This is miniatures for people like me that hate painting and don't want to do a lot of detailing. The detailing for this is really going to be your decals and whatever you paint on it. It's got a real simplistic military design that does not lend itself well to you know, hardcore minis gamers. So this whole box is just 2 sprues, this one and then this thing, which has all your pieces on it. Very simplistic designs, should be pretty easy assemblage, which I do like, but most people that are miniatures gamers don't like that. I don't know why. Probably because I'm super lazy when it comes to these things. Now with these, there's no big cards, there's just little ones. So let's see what the cards say. One thing I've noticed with these is the real cheap gloss that's on these makes the cards stick together. And as you can see, there's a couple stick together here already, and these are new. Like, this game is, what, not even 2 years old yet? Let me check the date on this. 2014. It's maybe 3 years old, and they've already stuck together. I don't know if you can hear that peeling sound, but they all were stuck together. I don't like that. Same with these. Like, these are all stuck together. Because it's the cheap gloss, almost like a lacquer type finish. It's real super smooth, and it's real cheap. So whenever they do that, if it's not a linen card or a nice matte finish, it usually tends to be this cheap crap, and it makes them stick together. As much money as they raised for the Kickstarter for this, I'm a little insulted, even though I had nothing to do with it and know very little about the controversy. I can see why people are mad to some degree, because these are incredibly cheaply made. The minis are average. They're okay. The plastic won't age well. It's not super high-end plastic, but it's functional. It's a little low-end in my opinion, but it's not subpar. I don't think. I just think it's low-end, but it's not extremely low-end. It's not going to crumble in your hand. It's thick, but it's not high quality. So what they didn't make up for in quality, they made up for in thickness. So I'll give them a little credit for that. At least the minis are reasonably solid, if not going to hold up forever. So let's look at these cards. We'll start with these yellow ones. We got a Glaug ground special option, 25 points. Add 1 Glaug to your ground core force card squadron that does not already contain one. Then there's Quell Regault, special ground special option, 20 points, and you just add 1 to your group. Alright, we'll look at these 3 now. Glaug Regault elite special option, 20 points, add 1 to your Regault or elite force card squadron that does not already contain one. Built-in upgrade, Glaug Eldar, 30 plus 30 points. Quell Regault, ground option, 15 points. Quell Gulanu, 10 points. The recovery and salvageability of multiple Quell Renal is not cumulative. Then we've got our trading card size cards. We've got a Glaug Officer's Battle Pod, Focus Fire, Leadership 4, Leap. The numbers from left to right are 7, 3, 3, 7. On the back we've got weapon systems, 128mm charged particle cannon, accurate, inescapable, overwhelming, 24 and 6. Dual forearm heavy particle cannons, split fire, 18 and 4. Dual forearm 44mm electromagnetic rail cannons, anti-missile split fire, 18 and 8. Dual 22.3mm autocannons, 12 and 2. 150mm short-range missile tubes, ammo 6, anti-missile, missile volley X, 18 and 6. Hand-to-hand, body block, kick, jump kick, punch, power punch, and stomp. So that's what it looks like. That's the back of the card. Quell Regault, Tactical Reconnaissance Pod, Leadership 2, Leap. Numbers left to right are 6, 3, nothing, 6. Weapon systems, none. Hand-to-hand, body block, kick, jump kick, stomp. Special, advanced reconnaissance suit. When the Quell Regault activates, you may spend 2 command points to make it so that friendly mecha within 12 inches of the Quell Regault When they make a ranged attack, get +1 bonus to strike. This effect lasts until the next time the Quell Regalt is activated. Electronic Attack Suite. When the Quell Regalt is activated, you may spend 1 command point to inflict a -1 penalty to strike in a ranged combat on a single enemy mecha within 24-inch range of the Quell Regalt till the end of the turn. Multiple enemy mecha can be affected at the cost of 1 command point per mecha. That's what he looks like. And lastly, the Quell Ghoul Now Recovery Pod. Flight, Hands, Hover. From left to right, the numbers are 92-5. That's the front of the card. Weapon systems, none. Hand-to-hand, body block, grab, punch, power punch. Special, recover and salvage. While a Quell Goulanu, whatever, is within 2 inches of a Glaug or a Glaug Elder, it extends the Glaug's normal 8-inch range for setting aside destroyed results to 12 inches, but the Glaug or Glaug Elder must still have line of sight to the Regalts destroyed in its squadron in order to set them aside for later use as possible reinforcements. So that's all the cards. Overall, I think the cards are garbage quality. The minis are okay. Nothing spectacular, nothing too disappointing. They're thick, I like that. Easy to assemble. If you want detailing, not your game. Looks like all the minis are like that from what I've seen. It's just not... It's very middle of the range as far as quality goes. The cards, I think, really should have been higher quality for the cost of this. I have a problem with that. The decals are really super nice, though. If you're real into decals, this has definitely got some really cool ones, but they're so small. I don't know if I would put that as a bonus or not. I have a lot of problems with decaling, so as far as assembly goes, they're very easy to assemble. It's very straightforward. This might be a good beginner type game. I haven't read the rules yet, so I can't judge it based on that. But for mini assembly, it almost looks like a old type modeling, like an aircraft or car or something for those like beginner level things. So if you don't want to jump into like Warhammer 40k with like much smaller parts, this one might be okay. If you like Robotech stuff and like assembling models, yeah, it would be fine for that. But for gameplay, I don't know. I don't know that these are worth the cost. I would definitely, if you're buying these, make sure that all the stands are in place. There's 2 in the package, 1 here. Because this one is just free loose for some reason. That one might slip out of the box if the plastic has been removed. So that'll do it for this episode. That is what is inside the Glaug, whatever command for Robotech RPG Tactics. Pretty mediocre in my opinion. If you can find these cheap, they might be worth it if you're a Robotech fan. I'll have to see how it plays with the game, but in the meantime, that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.